ICD-10 codes for bedridden patients. Functional quadriplegia, ICD-10 codes for bedridden patients. Functional quadriplegia, the ICD-10 system was created as a replacement for the older, outdated ICD-9-CM. These codes are more specific than their predecessors, which had limited details about patients' conditions. Moreover, the ICD-10 identifies more specific medical treatments. For example, in ICD-9, a patient suffering from wrist pain could be classified into two different conditions, either structural or functional. But, in ICD-10, the condition is described more precisely. The changes were made after the ICD-9-CM code set was cancelled. Instead of focusing on the symptoms of certain diseases, the ICD-10-CM code system focuses on the severity of the condition. It also makes it easier to classify a patient's condition in the hospital. For instance, bedridden patients are classified into three categories: active treatment phase, subsequent encounter, and recovery phase. In ICD-10, an individual's pain and health status are classified according to varying degrees of severity. The ICD-10-CM code system has been updated to account for modern advances in medical technology and clinical treatments. It also offers more classification options than the ICD-9, which had only 13,000 codes. The codes are owned by the World Health Organization, WHO, and national governments use them to document health care. The ICD-10 code system is based on a four-phased classification: the active treatment phase, the subsequent encounter, and the patient's recovery period. In ICD-10-CM, C72.3 is used for diagnosis for reimbursement purposes. The ICD-10 code system was endorsed by the 43rd World Health Assembly in 1990. The new version of the ICD-10 codes went into effect on October 1, 2015, with the U.S. as one of the last developed countries to adopt the revised code system. The HHS issued a final rule in 2009 establishing the ICD-10 code system as the new national coding standard. However, the date was later changed from October 1, 2013 to August 24, 2012. In the United States, the ICD-10 code is used for a patient with limited mobility. In other countries, it is used for a patient with limited physical ability to walk. The new version also recognizes a person's ability to maintain an independent lifestyle. Nevertheless, in the U.S., the ICD-10 code is more comprehensive than the ICD-9-CM. It has more classification options than the previous version. In the United States, the ICD-10 code system has changed the way medical records are classified. It is the best way to ensure accurate payment for medical services. The new ICD-10 code set has made it easier for healthcare providers to make diagnoses. By providing the proper information, patients can access the appropriate services. The ICD-10 system will help them with billing. You can use the ICD-10 to track the progress of a patient. The ICD-10-CM is a system that was adopted by all countries in the world in October 2015. It accounts for improvements in medical technologies and clinical treatments. The ICD-10 codes provide more classification options than ICD-9, which was the previous version. The ICD-10 standard is owned by the World Health Organization and adopted by national governments. A major update of the ICD-10 is scheduled for October 1, 2021. The ICD-10 code system was adopted by the United States in September 2009. The ICD-10 code set is the latest edition of the American ICD. It replaces the previous version by improving classification and reimbursement for medical services. This new code system is more comprehensive than its predecessor. It is used for a variety of purposes, including limited care for a patient's current condition. It can also be used to document donations and prophylactic vaccinations. The ICD-10 code is the latest version of the ICD-9 code system. The ICD-10 CM code is a more accurate and comprehensive version of the current ICD-10 system. The ICD-10 code is more precise than the previous edition and is widely accepted in the healthcare industry. The new edition will be the most efficient ICD coding system, as it is more detailed and comprehensive. It will allow the health industry to identify and pay for new medical procedures more accurately. In addition to being a medical condition, the ICD-10 code is used to code the diagnosis of bedridden patients. It is a standardized code that will be needed by insurance companies to submit healthcare claims. If the condition is due to an injury, a specialized bed is used. The bed can be easily adjusted and the patient can remain on the bed for a long time. In addition to this, the ICD-10 codes also help doctors to accurately diagnose the condition. Read this. What does functional quadriplegia mean? Functional quadriplegia, quadriplegics, quadriplegics.